Well, hello, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of November, right through the end of December 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their career and money situation? Okay, so your first cards, we have the High Priestess, we have the World card, and we also have the Justice card. So I definitely see that you are trying to maintain the status quo over the next 6 weeks, maintaining and sustaining your position. I definitely see that you are working diligently in silence, trying to not have any distractions regarding whatever it is you need to do. Very goal-oriented. I also see there that you're trying to make some adjustments in your working environment at this moment in time. Next 6 weeks, a lot of administrative tasks, emails, phone calls, paperwork, filing, that sort of thing. I feel, and I'm also hearing a song, The Final Countdown. So I definitely see that a lot of you're trying to basically finish tasks. You may have lots of deadlines or a due date for things. I also see that you're paying close attention to expiry dates on contracts or service providers. This could be personal, doesn't have to be career related. I feel, especially also if you're thinking about traveling, taking a vacation, at the end of the year, working environment kind of energy. I feel you are keeping a tight rein on your finances to go on that vacation, but also I see that you are keeping an eye on whether your documents are in date. So I would just check that if you're traveling. Just make sure that, because that's coming through. Now, that's not really career related or money related, really, but it is coming through, so I have to acknowledge it. For some of you, this could be if you're an assistant to somebody or a PA to somebody. It could be that they have a business trip and you have to apply for their visas or an extension of something for them, that's coming through. I'm not sure who that is for, but it's not going to resonate with everyone, of course, but that's just popping through. So it feels like there is an energy of my beautiful Taurians out there focusing on your own career, but also it feels like there is someone else that you are either helping out. This could be a family member, it could be a partner if you're in a relationship. It just feels like you are either giving advice or support to somebody else as well as yourself during this time, which is very commendable. And I see some really good karma coming back to you because of it, okay? Now, let us see what is going on here for you on a personal level. Just going to close off those decks there. Looking at your overall financial situation, I see new money coming your way or an increase. A lot of you with that Ace of Pentacles there is a bonus, a gift of money at some point in the next 6 weeks, an opportunity to increase your fortune. I see you're going to be able to save that. A lot of you may also spend that on family members or soul tribe members as well. A lot of it, a large portion of it may also go towards a vacation is what I'm seeing there. But also I see a lot of you looking at where you feel a bit fed up in your career sector. If some of you have been out of work recently as well, or you've been looking for an opportunity, I feel there is one coming in. it's almost like there's two being offered to you. One of them, it feels like you're just so not interested in it. You're like, nope, that's not for me. Do a little bit more digging on that, okay? Because it feels like it could be a wonderful opportunity in the disguise as something else, if that makes sense. It's like a stepping stone, okay? It could lead to something even bigger than the other opportunity. So two opportunities, two major ones coming your way if you're looking for a new role. One, it feels like you're not really sure about it. You're like, meh. And if you dig a little bit deeper, you'll go, actually, this is a great opportunity. The other one is presenting as a good opportunity, but it just feels like it will just be that. It won't change. Whereas the first one that feels a little bit like, I'm not sure if this is the one for me, it can lead so many places. And I feel it gives you the room for maneuver in your career where the other opportunity doesn't. It feels like the other opportunity, it's like, that's a role. There's no room to level up or upskill or go any further than the level that you're offered. So of course you're going to take the one that you want and what is right for you. But I see that one that you initially feel a little bit dismissive of, just dig a little bit deeper on that one. Get some more clarification on it, because I really feel it's a dream opportunity, okay? And the universe is trying to highlight that you'll make more money in it, you'll feel more emotionally rewarded there, you're going to make a difference, and it will open doors to alternative opportunities. I also feel there is a potential for you to meet a person who will be very integral to your career. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, this could be a client. So if, for example, there's someone who comes in and asks you for a certain job or whatever it is that you do, and they want to partner up with you in terms of an alliance, or they want to work with you, and at first you're like, okay, they want me to do this and I'm not really totally about that. If you can factor it in, I feel this person, they will bring new clients towards you as well, and I feel like it will just expand your reach. This person, they don't really shout about who they know, and I feel this person is really well connected. Of course, if they ask you to go above and beyond and they don't want to pay for it, then know your values and set your target and your limit and say, no, not crossing that line. I'm not talking about that. But if a person, I would say do a little bit of digging, because this person, they are really well connected. And I feel that they may just want something a little bit extra that you are not providing at this time, but if you source it or look into it, I feel like you will actually really enjoy adding that extra to your service or your goods or whatever it is that you do. And I feel like this person is really well connected, to the point where I see like well-known famous people coming towards your goods or your services or whatever it is that you do. Okay, so there's just something there about that. Please take it as it resonates. And if you work in a career environment, a company, I also see, I don't know why I'm seeing it because there's no fame card here, but in the water, I'm being given this energy of someone well-known coming into your building or coming in for a service, and I feel there's a really nice rapport there, and you may actually have a conversation with this person who's really down to earth, and they may give you some really great advice or put you in touch with someone who can help you in a personal endeavor that you have, okay? So that's coming through there as well. Now, I would say the majority of you are going to be able to save over the next coming weeks and months. I feel this is more about you feeling happy in your work. I feel like some of you really want to return to something that you've got on hold. There's some projects that you haven't been able to get around to doing. You will be able to do them in the next 6 weeks and accomplish them. But this is your first card, and this is the card of intuition. It is the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is really about the inner compass. It's about trusting your intuition when it comes to knowing who you can trust. I feel like you are, reaching down to get all of that vitality, ambition, and drive, because a lot of you are feeling super exhausted. And I feel like you've been challenged. You've been doing a lot of multitasking recently, and it's about trying to almost like gather all the strength to close out the year, that kind of energy that I've got going on here. So a lot of you don't want any distractions. You're working off grid. Some of you may actually decide to work from home over the next coming weeks, if that is a potential or a possibility. If you're already an entrepreneur and you work from home, I feel this is about you being very strict with your time, self-disciplined, and making sure that you remain on target without any distractions, because you're going to get a lot done. And I feel like there's a deadline energy around you where you want to complete something by a certain date or time. Right now, you're not sure how you're going to be able to do everything, but I can assure you, I see you being able to do everything, and you're going to be really proud of yourself. Now, for some of you, it could be a family member, as I said, or a friend, someone who's really close to you, could also be your partner. For some of you, this person or, this partner or friend, it feels like they may have been struggling, or for some of you, they may have been made redundant, or they're out of a job, for example. Please apply this to your situation. I do not see anyone becoming redundant or being out of their job. This is only if you've come to this reading and they are currently in that situation. I see you kind of like providing support for this person and being there for them emotionally. And you may feel it puts a little bit of extra pressure financially on yourself to help this person out. Don't overstretch yourself. I see that this person is going to get an opportunity very shortly and they will pay you back, or, they'll be very grateful, and you may not, depending on your circumstances, want anything back, because I don't see you giving to be able to get back. But I do see that this person will treat you or do a favor for you in the future. It feels like it's coming back around, but also some good karma is coming your way as well. I'm going to move away from the energy because it's surfaced twice, so it's obviously important for somebody there, just to know that their partner or their friend or their family member, if it is any one of those, they are about to receive an opportunity, and it just takes the pressure off, and it just feels like, things are heading in the right direction there, okay? Now, this card can indicate also that you're currently reprogramming, okay? And what I mean by that is there's restructures. You may make adjustments to the way that you work so that you streamline your energy. You may change your schedule times, the hours that you work in the office. Some of you may actually, employ new skills or new computer software to help you in your endeavors, just to streamline. It just feels like there's a different way of working over the next coming weeks, and it actually empowers you. Okay, we have that strength card, which means you're being bold and daring. I feel like you are, very ambitious at this time, because a lot of you are not just thinking about the next 6 weeks. You're thinking about your 5-year plan, but you're also thinking about how next year is going to pan out for you. So you're thinking about the long term here. Now, this card literally means unlimited inner resources, that you're going to have the energy and you're going to have the drive to get everything that you want done. But with the High Priestess there, it can indicate that you're working quietly by yourself on something, diligently focusing on all the important things that need to be get done because you don't want any distractions. But also this card can indicate that you are wanting to challenge yourself in new ways. So some of you could be looking for alternative opportunities or creative alliances at this time. 2 of Cups is a card of an agreement as well. So some of you could actually have new contracts come your way. If you're currently working in a company, there is a potential here that I see like a merge, because the World card is there, it feels like an integration. So there is a merge. So if your company merges with another company, it could mean that you have new contracts and new agreements in place that you'll have to sign. With that 2 of Swords, it could be something that's all a bit hush-hush right now. With the High Priestess, intuitively, you kind of feel things are shifting or changing. So if you hear about a merge over the next coming weeks or months, I definitely see there's a new contract to sign. With that 4 of Cups, it can indicate that some of you are feeling a little bit fed up. So there may be some things that are kind of left out on that contract. If you've been in a role for like a number of years and you have certain benefits because of that, I would definitely make sure that it's written into your contract that you don't lose out on those benefits, because that 4 of Cups can indicate that you're looking at what's on offer and you're not feeling 100%. But the 9 of Cups can indicate that you can negotiate a better deal. So if there's a benefit or a bonus that's normally in your contract and you're given a new contract, you can actually say, look, I've been here a long time. I really know the working environment. I go above and beyond. I'm an asset to the team, not in an egotistical way. It's that you're valuing your skill set. This is a card of valuing your strengths and your skill sets. And I feel like you get an opportunity to say, hey, could we just put that benefit back into the contract, then I'm happy to sign. And if it's not something that is actioned, then I definitely see that you're holding off on that until it's done, or you may be looking for new opportunities. I see a lot of you looking at your sense of value and whether it aligns with where you work right now. And I see some of you kind of like applying for new opportunities that make you truly happy just before bonus time. Okay, I feel an opportunity comes in and you may keep it to yourself. Keep it as a secret right now until that bonus comes in. And then when the bonus arrives in your account, then you're like, here's my resignation. I see some of you aligning with alternative partnerships. So if you work for a company right now, I see some of you may be looking at other partnerships that you want to set up with other companies, for example, or meetings, interviews, because I see an interview here with this Two of Cups, two people coming together and kind of like discussing the future of industry, and I see that you will get a new role. So if you are looking for a new role, even if you're out of work right now, I see an interview here for you, and I see an opportunity being offered. And one of them is the right money, but also you need to look a little bit more into it because I feel it's a perfect role for you, but it may not present itself as that at first. Now, some of you with this Two of Cups, this can indicate that you are partnering up with someone that you really care about, someone who's close to you. There may be like a new idea that you have and you're thinking about launching a new business. This is going to be very lucrative for you. Although you really care about this person, you trust this person, because the Justice card is there, it's always important to get a contract in place. Even if they've been your best friend for years or they're a family member, it just makes sure that everybody's on the same page as to what their duties are in the role, but also that it keeps things fair, okay? So it's very important to recognize that. With that Two of Cups, it also means on like a career and money situation, it means that you are understanding what it is you need to do in order to attract the lifestyle that you desire or the money that you require to live the life that you aspire to. So this Two of Cups can indicate that you're in the flow of putting some dreams or goals into action. You're basically working really hard and manifesting more opportunities, but because you have the cause and effects Justice card there, it means what you put your attention to at this time, that is what's going to flourish. And anything that's on the back burner there, it will just take a little bit more time. It'll still be very successful, so it's really about you prioritizing what's important at this time. And I do see some sort of appraisal or meeting happening here. If you're an entrepreneur, this could be some sort of important meeting with a client, a new client that will bring in more money. For some of you, it could also be a meeting with a financial institution to discuss the prospects of you financially increasing your wealth or acquisitions there. With the Strength card, it basically means that you're being very strict with your time. You are being self-disciplined in the next coming weeks to prioritize things that you love doing, to basically put plans in motion in order to attract the opportunities and the wealth that you require. And I see a toast around you. So there is some good news that you'll actually keep to yourself at first. I feel like you won't reveal it until later on, okay? So there is some good news. If you haven't received it just yet, I definitely see it coming your way. But it feels very much like you keep it to yourself until the moment is right to reveal it, whatever it is there. And I feel this is about you also checking the exchange for all of your hard work. As we come to a close at the end of the year, because this reading is for the next 6 weeks, of course, so it brings us to the end of 2024, I feel like you are looking at all the effort that you've put into your life, your career, and your finances at this time, and you're looking at where you've benefited, and you're looking at the exchange, the reciprocity, financial reward for the gifts and talents that you have. And if you feel that things are not as fair as you had hoped, I feel like you're readdressing the balance. A lot of you may be either thinking about working with family members or friends and setting up an entrepreneurship. But if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you're branching out, new ideas, and you may even have a creative collaboration offered to you. It's up to you whether you take it or not. And again, I would say make sure you get a contract in place. But I see people noticing what you do and really loving it and being drawn to wanting a piece of the pie. So If this is something that you really want and it opens new doors for you, I feel it will be very lucrative. If not, I feel like there is good advice on the table for you to do it yourself. And I would say get a good legal structure if you're launching something. Some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, could be that you're setting up a new company, or you are, legalizing the one that you have and creating some sort of financial structure and also some sort of legal entity that protects whatever it is that you've worked hard for already there as well. Now, with the World card energy, it's in the resistance position. A lot of you have projects on the go. You may feel that it's a never-ending cycle. There's always something to do, and there's something else that you really want to do, but it feels like it's on the back burner. It feels like you are always wanting to find time to do it, but you haven't been able to because you've been so busy. Well, the next coming weeks is your time. I feel like you're going to be able to tap into some of those projects and really make anything that's unfinished finished, okay? Now, I do also see, and I have to say this, I don't like this, but as we close out the year, I see some delays in goods or services. So if you are someone who relies on postal, service, I see some of your endeavors being delayed, for example. So if you have to post something out to clients, get it out super early, because I feel like there may be a delay there. For some of you, there may be kind of like an infrastructure delay or a break in the chain regarding deliveries. So if you have like an important meeting and you have to create a document that you need to print, for example, it could be that your printer runs out of ink and that specific ink block is something that's out of stock right now, or will take a little bit longer to deliver. So I would just keep an eye on your resources and make sure that you have everything in place just in case, because there's an energy here of when it comes to resources that you need for your business, it's like keep a backup. Okay, I don't know why I'm being given that, but I am, so I have to acknowledge that. Now, this card, integration, especially since you've got the High Priestess there, it can indicate that wherever you work, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you work in a company with other people, you may feel a little bit left out in the cold. You may feel like there's cliques or that you somehow don't fit in. But I feel it's very important to recognize that actually you are called at this moment in time to kind of like single yourself out, to focus and prioritize, because I feel there is some sort of opportunity in the mix that you may not even be aware of right now that is coming your way, and it required you to be alert. It requires you not to engage in like gossip or in distractions, because I feel this opportunity is going to come as a surprise, and it's better than any opportunity that you've been offered so far. There's a surprise gift from the universe. It makes you feel emotionally rewarded and that you're doing a good job, but also there's some sort of financial attachment to it there. So there's an increase in money. Now, the World card also tells me that, yes, you're going to be very goal-oriented. You're going to get a lot of your to-do list done. But I have to say, there is an ongoing project that will take you into 2025. Don't give up on it. It's going to be very lucrative for you indeed. And I feel this is about being in the flow, maintaining and sustaining whatever it is that you're working for. Some of you may also have been delaying a vacation or delaying a decision to migrate your business. But as you approach 2025, I feel like you'll have all the variables in place to really explore that as an option, and I feel it will actually be very fulfilling for you indeed. So some of you are thinking about either being more nomadic in your career or actually migrating your business if you're an entrepreneur overseas. For some of you, it could be that your business goes global or gets more attention overseas, and it will bring in more finances there for you too. But I feel a lot of you are in the flow of getting everything done so you can take a vacation or, spend some time with family, because we do have the 10 of Cups there, which is the family card. So it can indicate that you've been really busy recently and you want to create more time and space for your family and friends. So it's not that work is taking a back burner. I don't see that at all. I just see that you are integrating the two and having the best of both worlds. Balance is the key to success, because we need to feel fulfilled in our everyday circumstances. If we do one thing all the time, we start to get a little bit stagnant or bored. So I feel this is about keeping your spark alive for your career, but also it's about spending good quality time doing alternative pursuits as well there. Ultimately, I see that you're building your empire and that things are coming together for you. And this is a card of success. Anything that's in the resistance position, it will go into the upright, which means your hard work is bearing fruit. This is the payoff period. This is tangible success, undeniable evidence that your hard work is paying off and that your dreams are grounded in reality. And for some of you, this could be that you are closing out one chapter in order to embrace a new chapter. So it could be that you are basically finishing off projects or documents or filing, getting everything organized, because I definitely see you're super organized this month. And I feel that you are getting everything done so that you can start new endeavors. If you're an entrepreneur, it could be a new idea that you're launching or a new branch of your business. For some of you, it could be that you are deciding to leave a working environment to set up a practice on your own and be your own boss. Whatever it is, this Ace of Pentacles indicates that the pathway is clear for you to create more fortune, have more opportunities, and have an easier time when it comes to you connecting to your personal prosperity. I feel also that you're aligning yourself with success right now and that you are going to be noticed for your skill set and everything that you've been trying to accomplish. But it has been really hard won. With that Ten of Cups in the resistance position, it can indicate that you have felt a little bit isolated or lonely on this path. Remember, unfortunately, it's lonely at the top, but I do see that you will find yourself in groups of people who are, vibing at the frequency that you are, successful people who want to basically embark on new endeavors or inspire each other and celebrate each other and support each other. And if you feel like you haven't met those people or been surrounded by those people just yet, as you move into 2025, I see you meeting new people or being invited to new groups of people or new clubs, for example, where you're going to meet like-minded people and you're going to create firm working alliances as well there. Now, because that Ten of Cups is also in the resistance position, it tells me that you are exhausted, you're running on empty. This is a card that indicates that you're giving everything that you've got to give to maintain your position in your working environment and sustain your finances. You may feel that you have to, show up for yourself every day, even though you're exhausted because you have dependents, for example, or you have people relying on you, but ultimately you're relying on yourself. And you may be trying to manifest and work towards money to purchase real estate, for example, or have that happy ever after, be more financially independent, raise a family, or meet the needs for the life that you aspire to. But that Ten of Cups tells me that you will, because it will go into the upright, and it tells me that everything that you're working for, you shall have. But also, I feel this is a level of contentment, peace, and serenity, and moving on up in your career sector. You're going from a Two of Cups to a Ten of Cups, and both these cards indicate celebration, success, reward, and a feeling that you're establishing yourself in your career sector. But also the Ten of Cups gives an extra element of things becoming easy or effortless because you've already put a lot of that hard work in already. So you will start to see the energy shift for you there. And I see that there are family and friends as well that are really proud of you. For some of you, you're working super hard, especially if you're an entrepreneur, because you're trying to tie up loose ends so that you can either go and see family or friends, or maybe you've got family and friends coming over for you, so you're just in the flurry of getting everything done. I see that things are going to be pretty busy for you, but things will take a nice pace at the end of the year for you as things slow down. Now, we do have that Two of Swords there, okay? And this Two of Swords indicates that some of you cannot see how you're going to get some of your projects done because you have so much on your plate, but I definitely see that you are going to complete the majority of things on your list. Everything to do on your to-do list, really, I feel like you complete, apart from this one ongoing project, but it's something that you know it will be ongoing for some time, and you will complete it eventually, and you'll be so proud of it. But I feel like you want to take the time and the care with it because it's a passion project. It feels like it's something really important to you. Now, this Two of Swords can also indicate that right now, some of you feel that your career is at a bit of a stalemate position. You may feel there's no opportunities to level up, but I feel like you'll celebrate a win in your career sector, and something is going to be offered to you that you cannot see. I feel like you want to challenge yourself more. I feel there's an energy here of needing a break because the Two of Swords is to take a break, but it can also indicate that some of you are about to move into uncharted territory in your career sector. New policies, new regulations, new like software programs or computer programs or just new endeavors happening. I feel there's some changes going on in your industry, whether you're an entrepreneur or you work for a company. And I feel like you're a little bit hesitant as to how things are going to go. And you may feel a little bit defensive over these changes. But ultimately, I see they work in your favor and help you actually expand your reach or open new doors for you there as well. Now, in your outcome energy, we have the justice card. So I feel like you are going to get justice for all the hard work that you have been implementing. This card can indicate that, you are making some adjustments in the way that you work so that you can streamline your energy and pay more attention to your personal needs. Also, this is about articulating how you feel in the working environment and, for example, health and safety. If you feel there is something amiss in your working environment, I feel like you're paying attention to it this month and may articulate it to someone in a position of authority. Some of you may even have like a meeting with HR over the next coming weeks and months regarding something that you've found disappointing in the working environment. And I feel that it will be addressed and your complaint or whatever it is taken notice of. And I feel with that Nine of Cups, everything is rectified and back in working order. With the cause and effect card, it indicates that all the investment you've put into your career, now it's the time to, receive the rewards. But I also see a lot of you with that Two of Swords and the Justice card doing some problem solving over the next coming weeks. If you have had an issue or perhaps you've been chasing an invoice or trying to reconcile something, you will find it. Some of you may also be doing like tax receipts and things like that, especially if you're an entrepreneur, and it's about correlating all that information. If you have something that's missing, you will find it, is what I see there, and everything will come together as it should. With that Four of Cups energy, it can indicate that some of you have been feeling a little bit kind of unfulfilled in your current circumstances and you're searching for more opportunity. So it could be that you have an appraisal or you talk to HR about opportunities to level up or move on up in the career sector that you're in. And if there is nothing present for you with that Ace of Pentacles, I feel you're taking yourself elsewhere. But also with that Four of Cups, it's basically about you looking at everything that you've accomplished so far and kind of like wondering where you're going to take things to next. Visualizing new opportunities. You may have had a lull in some of your endeavors and felt that things are just same old day, just the same old thing, and you're feeling a little bit unstretched, or there is a disappointment or a lament here, and you feel that you are seeking something more. Well, the universe is going to step in to offer you that something more, an endeavor that's way better than anything that you've had. So I see that you could be offered in a meeting like a bonus or an opportunity to like do something new in the company that you work in, or if you're an entrepreneur, this could be like a new client or a new endeavor. It could also be a vision, a new idea that comes to you that helps you increase your wealth or have another stream of income there as well, because the Ace of Pentacles tells me there's a start of new money. So for some of you, if you're working in a company, it could be there's an increase in your finances as well. It could be in alignment with inflation, of course, but I do see like some sort of bonus there, new money coming on in. A lot of you are thinking about new job. 2025, new you, new job, new everything. And for some of you, it may be that you want to do that abroad or migrate your business. And I feel the path is going to be clear for you to be able to do that. I would also say that if you're doing something like that, get the correct advice from a legal body just to make sure that you do everything above board and there's no nasty surprises. I don't see any nasty surprises there, but it's always good to get the best advice so that you don't miss something, especially when it comes to legal structures or structures when it comes to a company or finances there as well. Now, this Nine of Cups tells me something you've been wishing for is coming towards you. You do not see this coming, okay? With these two cards, it indicates that you've been in the flow of doing. You've been super busy, pushed and pulled in many different directions, and suddenly this opportunity aligns you with success. It's something you worked really hard for. I feel like you're making an impact in your industry, and this is like a reminder that wishes do come true. This is a card that also indicates you achieve what you set out to do this next coming weeks and you are really content. I also see that this is about you celebrating yourself and taking pride in your hard work and achievements, because you don't tend to celebrate yourself. So I feel, you know, the next coming weeks is about celebrating all you've accomplished throughout the whole of the year. It's been a bit of an up and down year for you, and I feel that things are plateauing in a really nice way where you can look back and think, you know what? There were some ups and downs, but you know, you problem solved, you found a solution, and you were flexible to be open to change and adjustment. And that is a true nature of success. If you feel with that Four of Cups, anything that you tried did not go as well as you expected, the best is yet to come. Things are going to pick up pace for you, and the universe is supporting your endeavors. Also, if you tried something in the past and you're called to revisit it in 2025, but you feel that it didn't go the way you'd hoped for when you first tried it out, don't be discouraged. But I actually see that, you know, it's going to go better than it did the first time. And it's actually going to really surprise you and help you be open to more reward there too. Now, we do have that Ace of Pentacles. I do see a lot of you in your working environment being given a gift that is not financial in nature. So it could be a client sending you a gift. It could be seasonal, doesn't have to be though. For some of you, it's just a little note to say, great job, really love what you're doing. For some of you, it could be like a gift voucher. That's what I'm seeing there. It's like a little card with almost like a little card in it, like a credit card in it, but it's a gift voucher type card. So it could be either your boss or someone gifts you. It could be someone you work with as well. It could be an exchange of gifts. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Now, I don't really know much about this, but I'm being given an energy. Some of you may, especially if you work in a company, like Secret Santa kind of energy. I feel that whoever is your Secret Santa, I'm just given like two energies here. One is like, you really don't know who this person is who's given you this gift, but I feel like whoever has given you this gift also does not know you very well, okay? Because with that Four of Cups, I feel like you're grateful to receive it and be involved in it, but it feels like, oh, this person doesn't know me at all, okay? So I don't know why I'm being given this energy, but I feel when you open the gift, the person is close by. So it feels like you're in the group of that person, but it's like they don't really know you much. They could like know you to see you and say hi, but I feel like their gift, the thought went into it, but they just don't know you. So it feels like they kind of got it wrong a little bit. And you may actually exchange it with someone else who says, oh, that's nice. And you're like, oh, do you want it? Do you want to exchange? And you do, but on the sidelines. So that's coming through there. I hate to give that message, but it's come through, so I have to honor that. Moving away from that, because of course, if you're an entrepreneur, that's not going to apply to you unless you have people who work for you. I feel this could be you organizing gifts for them and actually receiving something in return, because I feel there is a give and take for you in the month of December in particular. But this Ace of Pentacles is the start of new fortune, start of new year, and so much potential. This card is a card of success. It's a breakthrough, but it's also the universe stepping in to make sure you're aware that abundance is surrounding you, that you've worked really hard, you're going to have plenty, and recognize that your hard work, it is going to bear fruit, and you're making an impact, and success shall be yours. And a lot of it will be financial in nature. Some of you, this is a new money-making idea that you'll launch, and it will grow exponentially there too, okay? I'm also seeing an invitation or some sort of event where you're invited to it, and it's a networking opportunity. It could be that you meet someone in your industry based on an invitation. So it could be that a friend asks you to an event, and through that event, either you get a great idea or you meet someone who is going to have a profound impact on how you do business. So it could be that they have an idea that they share with you, or give you an idea that you think, that's a great idea, I thought about that myself. But you put your own unique spin on it and you make it work for you, is what I see, okay? Now, finally, we have personal power. Okay, so this is about having confidence. You have a lot of cards about confidence here, about your strengths, your inner resources that I talked about earlier. It says here, you hold the key to your own success. So unlock the door, inquire within. Okay, I mean, if ever there was a card that said inquire within, It's the High Priestess, and that is your first card. So you are inquiring within. The key to your success is in you. The answers you seek are within you. So if you feel like you are not fulfilled right now, there's your answer. It's time to take a leap of faith and make a change, make a difference. For some of you, if you feel that, you're happy where you're at and you kind of get on with the people that you're working with, it can be that you need to make some adjustments, and you may talk to someone in a position of authority in a meeting to ask if there's potential for more in your current environment. And for some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, I feel this is about you opening new doors and potential so you can expand your reach. And that personal power is really indicating that this is a time for tapping into that go-getting spirit and implementing new ideas, because you're going to be truly successful indeed. We've also got confidence. So that's about peacocking your skills, either networking opportunities or, I see some of you being in the spotlight to be recognized for what you do, but ultimately I also see you kind of like promoting your work or making it known that you figureheaded something. This card, it says, allow yourself to go for the dream that you really want. Show what you can do. And I feel like you are going to be so aware that when you make that decision, the universe will step up and send people and opportunities towards you to help you in all your endeavors. All you have to do is inquire within, make that decision, and then all else will fall into place. And finally, we've got bloom with ease. I think I did mention that the pathway is clear for you. Things are going to get easier for you in your career endeavors and also in your finances. It says here, life doesn't need to be hard, so relax and don't worry. It's okay to rest now. And this is your final outcome energy. So I would say you're working really hard. There is going to be a time for taking a vacation or having some respite to find, good, healthy cutoff points, and everything that you worked for, it will keep ticking over. It's like your legacy is what I see, and things growing because you've put all the hard work in over the last year, and things are starting to really come together and create a foundation for more as you move into 2025. Now I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, so we have two. Okay, so what's that? Loving that. So, of course, we have the buttons, and there's a clock on the back, so this can indicate that you are paying close attention to how you utilize your time efficiently, but also paying close attention to deadlines and anything that's expiring. We've got books there, so this is about upskilling, but also it indicates your knowledge is going to take you to where you need to go. So I definitely see that you're going to build your knowledge. Some of you may actually decide to take a new class of learning in 2025. You may be sourcing that class of learning or upskilling class this year, but I feel like you will take it in 2025. It feels like either the module or the semester starts in 2025. So you may reinvest in yourself there. But also we've got a cat in a hat, okay? Now cats are obviously very independent. So a lot of you are trying to become independent in your career sector. If you feel like you're being micromanaged in your working environment right now, I feel that will change in 2025. You may actually hear that someone is leaving your environment, and it shuffles some people around, and that person who is micromanaging, I feel like they're no longer on your back. If you're an entrepreneur, this could be, to continue being independent, and that you are going to be financially independent. And I feel also that this is about putting new ideas in motion, because cat's in a hat, and the hat is on the crown chakra, which is to know and to utilize knowledge. Know that you will be successful. Also, I want you to be aware that there are cards in that hat, so it can indicate that some of you have actually got a tarot reading booked, and there's going to be some important information in that specific tarot reading for you. Also, I feel this is an indication that some of you may take a chance or a calculated risk in your career, and it pays off. And some of you may also be, finding really good deals this month and purchasing, power suits or power clothes that really kind of like establish that you really are a force to be reckoned with in your industry. Or you may actually get like new uniform for your working environment if you tend to have a uniform in your everyday career. For some of you, of course, you don't, but it could be that you are purchasing new work clothes, for example, to kind of like interview or set yourself apart as you move into 2025. So that's coming through there as well. So I'll leave that there, my beautiful Taurians. Thank you so much, and love and light.